Good morning, Professor Cordova. My name is Richard Tran. Today is 11/15, and this is my Week 5 final project for my SQL database. So we were tasked to create an online food ordering database, and I started with my employee table. This table keeps track of all the employees that are working, and it breaks it down by employee ID, which is a unique ID for each and every employee. The gender of each employee, and the salary of each employee. And so if you see in the structure here, I have the employee ID, which is the primary key, employee's gender, and the salary. Employee ID is an integer type. Gender is a variable character type, which is with just one character, so an M or an F, and then the salary. This leads me into my next table, which is the table employee audit. This was implemented in week 4, and this table just keeps track of each and every employee that was edited or removed from the employee table here. So each and every time you add or delete an employee, a row will show here indicating that either a new employee has been removed or added on this date. And this was done with an ID and an audit data for my rows. The ID is obviously the foreign key here, as you can see. These are called triggers. So a trigger is done by going here to the trigger tab. And as you can see, I have an add employee trigger and a delete employee trigger. And then this is the query that's used to create these triggers. And so whenever you add or remove an employee in the employee table, a row will pop up here indicating what was changed. So that leads me into the department table. So my department table is basically the different departments within the online food ordering database. There's 4 main departments. So there's beverages, deli, meat, and produce. And then each department has a unique department ID that is shown here. You can see the structure here with department ID and then department name. Now, these department names also is also a foreign key, and it leads to this table here, which links to department. And as you can see, this is the department head table, which indicates which department name and then the head of each department. And so the foreign key links to this this column right here with the department names. And then lastly, we have the user/customer table. This table keeps track of all the different customers on the database, their first name, their last name, and their email, and then they all also have a unique user ID here. And you can see the structure listed here. So you have the user ID, the user first name, the user last name, and the user email. And of course, the user ID is going to be the primary key because it is unique to each and every user, so it cannot be duplicated. And so these 5 tables here make up my database for an online food ordering service. Thank you.